guys, welcome back to the Effing Guy. Today we're going to do a movie news roundup DCEU update special. So first of all, we're going to talk about a brief update on the planned HBO Max Batman Ben Affleck solo series that we know was obviously going to involve Deathstroke. Now, the other day I reported that, I forgot to credit, it was actually cosmicbook.news that reported it. Now some people were like, I don't believe them, they just make up stuff just to be in the limelight, just to get a wee bit of news, like we got this covered. Now I understand that, but quite a lot of the news actually is very reliable. Quite a lot of their sources are actually on the ball. But this wee brief update comes from the Cultured Nerd on Instagram. Now they're reporting that the series is happening, and that Jared Leto's Joker is going to be the latest addition added to the series. So we're going to have Deathstroke and Jared Leto's Joker fighting Ben Affleck's Batman in a limited series, multi-season series. We don't know how it's going to be, if it's going to be like a one-off or it's going to be like maybe like 3 or 4 seasons, but I can't see it being any more than like 6 or 8 episodes of series. I mean, let's be honest, I know HBO are very good at bringing in casts. I mean, obviously True Detective, The Sopranos, The Wire, I mean, they're very on the ball when it comes to their shows, when it comes to like bringing in the big bucks to bring in the big actors basically, or paying the big bucks to bring the actors, I should say. So bringing in Ben Affleck is a big thing. And then bringing back Jared Leto's Joker is a bigger thing. So obviously we know that Jared Leto has spoken out of his hatred towards Warner Brothers and the DCEU regarding obviously his role that he worked on for so long in David Ayer's 2016 Suicide Squad, that then get cut down to like, say, I think it was not even 15 minutes of screen time. Now we know that David Ayer is actively campaigning his Ayer cut on Twitter, etc. And we know that there is a real cut out there, and that talks are happening in regards to releasing it to the world next year alongside the Snyder Cut, which obviously we know we're getting. So the series will adapt the Ben Affleck Batman script that he was obviously going to do as the Batman, which obviously then became Matt Reeves' The Batman, which then became Robert Pattinson's The Batman, along with Matt Reeves directing obviously. So that'll be interesting. And now this one is what I was mainly going to talk about. So we know that there's a Green Lantern HBO Max series, as well as a Green Lantern new film within the DCEU that is being looked upon as going to be getting set up in the Snyder Cut version of Justice League, which involves 3 Green Lanterns, which we can assume is going to either be Hal Jordan, John Stewart, etc. I mean Sinestro or Abin Sur, etc. We don't know. We know that a Green Lantern was teased, and I think it was either Wonder Woman or the Joss Whedon Justice League. One of them had a sequence with a Green Lantern in it. I can't remember what it was. So we know that the Green Lanterns are active in the DCU or the Snyderverse, etc. So this new HBO series will not feature Hal Jordan or John Stewart. They'll be left for the Green Lantern Corps film. And we don't know which one's going to adapt that title, if it's going to be the series or the movie. But John Stewart and Hal Jordan will be the buddy cop comedy duo of the movie universe. Now we know that the TV series is split into several timelines. There'll be the Abin Sur and Sinestro timeline. There'll be the Simon Baz and Jessica Cruz timeline, and then we'll have the film timeline that will involve Hal Jordan and John Stewart. We know that Sinestro will at some point become the Yellow Lantern and span off into the movie universe to take on the likes of Hal Jordan and John Stewart. We know that, well, I'm saying we know, these are the rumours that I'm reading online. Guy Gardner, another fan favourite, will be introduced into the show's second series. And yeah, that's basically it. It's exciting, but it's just one of those kind of things where it's just like Tim Hortons Timbits. It's just Timbits of news I'm getting from different sides of the internet universe. I mean, I'm excited for the Green Lantern because I personally loved Ryan Reynolds as Hal Jordan. I thought he was fun, charismatic, a little bit silly at times, and brought the real Hal Jordan to life. Now, in regards to Ryan Reynolds as Hal Jordan, obviously we know that he's joked about the role via Deadpool, via real life. He's joked with it with Taika Waititi, because obviously we know that Taika Waititi played the voice of one of the... Oh no, I've seen play the voice. He was Hal Jordan's best pal in the Green Lantern, the Martin Campbell directed film, which obviously was going to start off the DCEU back in 2011. But the film fell flat. The film fell flat on its arse. I keep forgetting his character, but I know when you watch it now, you're like, shit, that's Taika Waititi. Because I actually watched the film a few weeks ago just to kind of see if it stands now. And the special effects, fuck off. The special effects, I keep saying afflex, the special effects do actually stand up. I mean, they were pretty cool and silly, but the film is just a big massive mess. It just felt too dumb. I don't know, it just didn't, it wasn't Green Lantern-ish. The corpse side, like on the Green Lantern world, with Abensor, Sinestro, etc. Mark Strong and Sinestro was very, very good. They all worked brilliant, they all looked good, they're all nice and cool and Green Lantern-y. It was just the big villain, the big cloud, just, I can't remember, I don't know the Green Lanterns. Like, I'm not like religiously reading the comics, but I know enough to know. But I can't remember who that cloud was again. And then you had that stupid wee screaming boy guy. It was Tim Robbins' son. He played that villain with the big fucking head. And all I remember from that film is, it was his screaming. It just pissed me off. It was just like a whimpering little child. I can't even remember the villain he was playing on. But that's all I can remember is the. And when I watched the film, I had to fast forward every scene because he's a great actor. I can't remember the guy's called again, but he's a great actor. But he just, so bad. But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, both the series and the movie are going to be fantastic. I mean, the fact that they're trying to introduce every Green Lantern we know: Jessica Cruz, Simon Baz, Guy Gardner, John Stewart, and Hal Jordan. I mean, they're introducing like the 5 favourite Green Lanterns onto one universe. It's fantastic. I mean, obviously, regarding like the different timelines, we don't know if they'll all meet at some point, or if it's going to be like maybe like Guy Gardner will be in like the 90s universe, etc. I don't know if they'll do like a different era of Green Lanterns. And we know that supposedly the Manhunters are going to be the key villains of Series 1. I mean, that's another good thing. That's a great, iconic, classic villain. And then obviously we're going to get Sinestro become the Yellow Lantern at some point, which was obviously teased at the very end of the 2011 film, which became nothing. What a shame. They're looking at Warner Brothers are supposedly looking at the likes of Jude Law to play Sinestro in this new universe. Now, Jude Law, I've nothing against the guy. I've never been a Jude Law fan. You're either a Jude Law fan or not a Jude Law fan. I've never been a Jude Law fan. He's alright, but I've never been like, oh, Jude Law, yes! I wouldn't mind him playing Sinestro, but just bring Mark Strong back. Because, like, and I'm going to go on now, because obviously, like I said at the very beginning, I ended up going off someone else. Ryan Reynolds is supposedly Zack Snyder's pick for his Green Lantern, his Hal Jordan. So Zack Snyder is rumoured to be talking to Ryan Reynolds about returning as Hal Jordan in his Justice League film, which will then expand off to the wider Green Lantern universe. Obviously HBO Max and Warner Brothers AT&T are trying to produce in terms of the films and the TV show. So we could be looking at Ryan Reynolds returning to the Green Lantern universe. And several online like nerdy outlets have been reporting that this is supposedly going to be happening, but again, pinch of salt, we don't know what's going to happen. But Ryan Reynolds returning as the Green Lantern is pretty cool, pretty ballsy. I mean, considering the fact that the guy has slated Green Lantern and everything known with the Green Lantern, to then returning to the Green Lantern core is interesting. So that'll be an interesting point to look at some point. Now, Regards to Flashpoint, the Flash solo film, which obviously is going to be directed by the director of It and It 2, and I forget his name. In regards to whether Ezra Miller is returning or not, we know that Warner Bros. Are going ahead with the Flash film with or without Ezra Miller. Some people have been looking at the likes of Andrew Garfield to take over the role of Barry Allen. I don't know. I think the fact that we don't actually know like much about Barry Allen, we know obviously the TV universe with Grant Gustin, but we don't know much about the Snyderverse version of the DCEU, obviously, of the Flash of Barry Allen. We don't really know. Like, it's different. We've not really. I mean, you don't feel as though you're like, I want to see the Flash. I mean, Ben Affleck is Batman. I want to see him back. We've seen him twice, and he was amazing. It got kind of shat on in the Justice League, but it was still amazing. Henry Cavill, Superman, fair enough. Gal Gadot, we've had more action than far. We're obviously going to get Wonder Woman 1984 next year, not this year. Oh, fucking coronavirus. Even Ray Fisher's Cyborg, you felt as though you knew him. You felt as though you knew the character and you want to see more. And we know that he is supposed to be the heart of the Snyder Cut's Justice League film, actually. Whereas Ezra Miller, his Barry Allen, just kind of came and went, didn't really have that connection to fans. They enjoyed him, but they're like, I just don't have that connection, the same as like everyone else. So I'm not sure, I don't know. If they recast him, it's not a loss. Whereas obviously recasting Ben Affleck, which obviously they have in terms of Robert Pattinson, but obviously we know that Robert Pattinson's Batman is a different side to the universe, possibly set in the 90s, we still haven't had confirmation if it is or isn't. A new Superman, because we know that J.J. Abrams obviously is discussing a new Superman alongside his planned Justice League Dark series, which obviously is going to be on HBO Max in 2021 or 2022, which involves Constantine, etc. But like, I don't mind like JJ doing a new Superman, because obviously he's planning a whole new Superman, and obviously there's multiple rumours that Michael B. Jordan is playing like a black Superman, right, and black Clark Kent. Now, I've got nothing against him playing a black Clark Kent, but we know obviously from experience that Will Smith got offered the role of black Clark Kent back in early 2000s, and even he declined and said, come on, he's Superman, it's just not going to work, it's not going to work, right? But we do know that there's a black Superman in the comic books, Calvin Ellis. Now I'd be happy to see him in another universe, Michael B. Jordan playing Calvin Ellis in another universe, and then through the power of the Flashpoint multiverse story gets brought into this universe and joins forces with Henry Cavill Superman, obviously Supergirl, which obviously we know is still in active development. Well, it's been shelved, but it's been brought back into supposedly active development, with Henry Cavill Superman being a mentor to his younger cousin. Makes sense. Michael B. Jordan is I feel as though he's a very overrated actor. Like, I would like him as Calvin Ellis, he'd suit it, but then I look at like the likes of John Boyega, who hasn't really had a chance to expand on his acting talents, his acting career. He's just known as Finn from Star Wars. I want to see him expand off and be a superhero of some sort. I mean, obviously we know that Michael B. Jordan already played a superhero essentially in Chronicle, Josh Trank's Chronicle, and then obviously went on to playing the Black Human Torch, and I thought he was fantastic as Human Torch. I thought he was really good. He's very cocky, young, he just suited that role. Playing Calvin Ellis, he'd be good at it, but I don't know, I'm not totally confident with him. I'd like to see maybe John Boyega play him, but it is what it is. But yeah, within obviously the fact that the Hollywood Reporter is confirming that the Flash film will involve time travel and an alternate Earth, which then could pinpoint Joaquin Phoenix's Joker and Robert Pattinson's Batman being in a different universe, a different multiverse, which obviously the MCU are hoping to introduce that into the WandaVision, and then obviously Doctor Strange and the madness of the multiverse. And within that, they're hoping to then have it that the Fantastic Four and the X-Men are in different universes and get pulled into our Earth. So it could work in terms of the multiverse in Flash and bring in Robert Pattinson's Batman into our universe, Ben Affleck's universe, Calvin Ellis Superman into that universe, or even have no, it wouldn't work. Anyway, yeah, so it's exciting. We also know that Zack Snyder has confirmed that there'll be many more longer nightmare sequences in his Justice League, his version of the Justice League, which is exciting as hell, because obviously what fans took from the I think it was Batman v Superman that the nightmare sequences was in. The nightmare sequences were in the Batman v Superman. So cool. I mean, it looked so awesome. It was like Batman's nightmare essentially, but it was fans' wet dreams. Because obviously we wanted to see that getting explored in the Justice League, which it never happened because obviously never happened. But it's going to be explored more in the Snyder Cut, which thankfully we're getting next year. Oh god. Harley Quinn it's rumoured that Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie, is getting another Harley Quinn solo film, whether it be a Harley Quinn movie, Birds of Prey 2, or Gotham City Sirens, which was the original idea, which was going to involve Catwoman and Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn. Now, after the disaster at the box office with Birds of Prey, Grace Randolph has said, her insiders have said, there's no active development of a new Harley Quinn film, but Warner Brothers are going to wait until after James Gunn's Suicide Squad sequel soft reboot and see where the character can go from then, and see if she's still loved by fans, basically. See how box office goes, etc., that kind of thing. I'm not a fan of the anti-hero Harley Quinn. I would rather see Harley Quinn and Joker fight Batman. That's it. Harley Quinn being an anti-hero like the way Venom is, it just... I don't know, I'm not a fan of the anti-hero shit. They're bad guys for a reason. I mean, in the comics, it's easier to do anti-heroes one week and then they're full-on villains the other week. It's different and more difficult in film universes to go from one film being the anti-hero to the next film being the villain, full-on villain, to the next film being a hero. It worked with Terminator. He's a bad guy in the first one, he's a good guy in the second one, but it explained it. They obviously get chip changed, etc. You can't change Harley Quinn's chip. It just wouldn't work. You wouldn't do it with the Joker. You wouldn't have him being a good guy in one film and a bad guy in another film. He's a bad guy. Same goes with Harley Quinn. She's a female Joker, essentially. I mean, I rewatched Birds of Prey like a few weeks ago, and there are moments that are good. I'll admit it. I'll update my review. There are moments that are good, but it just felt like a big car crash. Black Mask is a Batman villain, not a fanning about, running after a wee girl with fucking pigtails and a baseball bat. Just, he should be working alongside of her and the Joker in a Batman film, not fighting her and she's fighting him and then she blows him up because that's it. I mean, that's it. He's dead. Black Mask is gone. Spoilers, obviously. That's it. Ewan McGregor is no more as Black Mask. It's a wasted opportunity. Wasted. But yeah, it just, I just don't know what Kathy Yan was thinking. It's just like she's just trying to appeal to too many audiences rather than appealing to just the comic book audience. The audiences that want to go see it because it's a comic book villain, it's a comic book character. She's just trying to appeal to too many different audiences, too many different types of people. It's over the top. Just keep it as Harley Quinn, bad guy, done deal. Again, the studio obviously are involving themselves, putting their fingers in, involving themselves. It's just, I think the problem is Warner Brothers just need to let directors do what they want. Let them do their thing, let them spend the money they want, or just say to them, listen, you've got 200 million, there you go, done, that's it. And let them do their film and then produce it at the end and say, there you go, that's my cut, done deal. Yep, change this wee bit here, change this wee bit here, done, deal. Stop coming in and be like, well, we want her to be like that, there's too much. Fix things at the end once the final cut's been done. Yeah, that's fair enough, but don't. It's just that's the problem with Warner Brothers. Just only Warner Brothers. The problem with only Warner Brothers is their producers are too nitpicky. Kevin Feige, take some experience from Kevin Feige. Comes in, says we want this, follow this genre, this formula. Done deal. Lets the directors do what they want, directors do what they want, and they produce fantastic MCU films. Do the exact same thing with Warner Bros. It's the exact same formula. Just take the Feige formula and put it into the DCEU. Simples. And that's me now. So please like, share, subscribe, all the things, all the ticks, tick. Comment below. If you think I'm right, I'm right. If you think I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And I'll see you guys in the next video.